Good morning. Welcome to week 13 of our postpartum postnatal yoga series. Today we're going to work on the core, and it might be a little short because my little guy's awake. We're going to get as much as we can in to strengthen our abdominals, and yeah, it'll just be that kind of morning. We'll see how much we get done, eh? All right, so we're going to start in seated. Maybe shut down your eyes and just start to feel your breath. When you inhale, try to imagine that you're uncurling your tailbone. So you want to let that pelvic floor relax on the inhale. It's almost like it's dropping like a bowl down into the mat. And your belly softens and ribs expand. And then as you exhale, just let it happen. Let your exhale just happen and see if you can notice a natural opposite effect on your exhale. So when you exhale, naturally the belly comes in and your ribs will draw inwards a little bit. Your spine stays long. Everything just sort of softens on the exhale, drawing inwards. And just notice now if you can take an inhale and really exaggerate the opening inside, expanding. And then as you exhale, really try to lift the pelvic floor this time off the ground. Draw the navel in. Rib cage comes together and downwards. Inhale, release and open, and exhale to engage. And if you are having trouble finding all these different muscles, it would be a good idea to see a pelvic floor physiotherapist. They'll just help you find those internal muscles that sometimes need a little bit of cueing and help to find, especially after having babies. I'm going to do one more mindful breath, engaging that inner core. Good, and then we're going to slowly roll onto all fours, tuck the toes, and we'll just mobilize the spine a little bit. So we'll inhale, look up, chest up. Exhale, curl the mid back up. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale, breathe and reach forward. Exhale to curl. Inhale. And exhale. You're going to come back through center. We'll just do a little bit of C-shaped curves. So if a bird was looking at you from above, bird's eye view, your spine is moving in C-shaped side to side. So we're doing side flexion or side bending. So you're reaching that right hip towards that right shoulder towards right hip. And then same on that left side. Good. And then we'll do a few rotations. So inhale, threading that needle. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky. Exhale, come down, twist under. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do one more here. And exhale to the mat. We'll do left arm. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, sweep it under, reach that shoulder down, head down, bum stays high. Inhale, press the ground with that right arm. Exhale. Good, inhale, breathe. Exhale, last one. If you hear any creaks or cracks, that's normal, it's okay. And we come back through center. We're going to rock up onto our toes and lift into downward dog, maybe the first one of today, so just take your time to settle into it, bending one knee at a time. Good, we're going to roll forward into a high plank. a breath in, and then exhale, roll back to a downward facing dog. Bend your knees if you need to get a flat back. Inhale and roll forward. Exhale, shoulders come past the wrists if you can, and push back to the heels. And you can always bring those knees down to modified. Engage your abdominals. Keep your high plank strong. We'll do 3 more rolls just like this. Breathe. Come forward on the toes, head down, upper back, mid back, lower back, tailbone up. Rounding like a big wave. Take your time, move slow, use each muscle group. And here's our last one coming up. Find your downward dog, and we're going to come forward, rounding. Good, breathe. And scooch back, downward facing dog. Good, gently bring your knees down. We're finding table. Inhale, look up, chest up. Exhale, curl. Inhale, breathe and reach. Exhale to fold. Inhale, take your toes and tuck them under. Engage your core, get the shins parallel to the ground, knees are hovering. We're gonna breathe here. Rounding for cat, engaging. Inhale for cow. Good, exhale, feel your belly working to keep you hovering off that ground. Shoulders are working hard too. Legs, everything's pretty engaged here, but you wanna have your breath. Good, exhale. Inhale. This one, we're gonna exhale into downward dog, release here. Bend one knee at a time. Roll forward to a plank, take a breath, high plank. Exhale, we're gonna lower all the way to the ground. Inhale, come up for a cobra. Exhale, inhale, another cobra. Exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale, ready? You're gonna push on the tops of your feet or your knees. Engage yourself, try to come up in one long line. Nice strong plank, and then flip yourself back, downward facing dog. We're going to take that right leg up to the sky and squeeze your right glute to keep that heel lifted. Bend your left knee if you need a bit more slack. And then exhale, we're going to take that knee to the same elbow. Try to touch your elbow. Inhale, kick it back for downward dog splits. And exhale, take it across. You want to touch your left elbow. Good, inhale, exhale, right elbow, inhale, we're going to that left elbow again. This time though, we're gonna hold it here. Okay, we're gonna draw a box. So we're gonna take that knee down to the wrist, hover, same wrist, reach up to your tricep, other tricep, down to the wrist, wrist. Let's do one more box. Use your core, breathe. Good, and then drive it back, splits. And then exhale, let's pull that knee in, round your spine, shoulders come over wrist. We're gonna step that right foot between your hands. The back knee is gonna come down. And we're gonna lift up, opening our hearts to the sky, or a crescent lunge. Breathing, smiling, reaching. Good, exhale, both arms come down. Take your knee off the ground, plant those palms, stepping back to a nice strong plank. Push the earth away from you. And then exhale, lower with control. Inhale, cobra. Exhale. Inhale, another cobra. Exhale. Let's do one more. Exhale, ready? Engage your core. Push the ground with the tops of your toes. Or if you need to tuck them, go ahead and tuck them. Palms are wide to help support you. Push the ground, ready? Nice, strong, high plank. Back to downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhale, left leg floats up. Bend that right knee if you need more slack. Exhale, find that elbow, touch it. Inhale. Exhale, touch your opposite elbow. Exhale, same elbow again. Here we go. And here we go. We're going to hold the twist. So we're holding that twist. Try to touch your elbow. Then we draw a line down. Same wrist. Up to the tricep. Across opposite tricep. We're drawing a box with our knee. That's it. Let's do one more box. Breathe. Good. And then we're going to drive that left leg up. Exhale, round forward, hover. Step that left foot through, back knee comes down. Inhale, heart up to the sky for our half lunge. Good. And exhale, hands come down. Stepping back to a nice high plank. Take a breath in. Exhale to lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale down. Inhale, another cobra. Exhale down. Last one. This time, we're going to push into child's pose. Maybe wide knee or together. Forehead on the mat. If you can't reach the mat with your forehead, you can stack your fists. Coming back to all fours. Spreading your hands. Rounding for cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale, downward dog. Feet, big toes come together. We're going to take that right leg up. Okay, we're going to keep that right leg up this time. We're going to come forward into a plank, high plank on one leg. Good, breathe, roll it back. Take it back up high. Ready, come forward, round, shoulders over wrists. Keep your glutes strong. Head down, roll it back. Downward dog splits. Last one, use your core. Breathe. Hover, we're going to take that knee to the same elbow. Go back to three-legged plank. Ready? Take it to the opposite elbow. Three-legged plank. Same elbow. Last one, opposite elbow. Good, we're going to take your right foot down on the outside edge. Move your hand to the center of the mat. Stack your feet, or you can bring that foot behind if you need support for a right side plank. Good, keep breathing. Push those hips high. You can always modify like this if you need a little modification or a little break. Good, side plank for 2 more breaths. That's it, and exhale, rotate back to front plank, and then roll yourself back, downward dog. Let's take one vinyasa. You're going to come forward, inhale, exhale, inhale up for cobra, exhale down. Ready? Push back any plank, and find downward dog. Bend your knees, release, walk it out. We're going to do the left side. Left leg up splits. Roll forward, round. Three-legged plank, hold. Good. Head down, upper back, mid back, lower back, downward dog splits. Come up, round, forward. You can do it. Breathe. Tuck it back. Downward dog splits. This is our last one. We're going to hold it. Hold it. Touch your elbow. Good. Back to plank. Touch your opposite elbow. Try to touch it. Come back to plank. Touch your elbow again. Same elbow. Ready? Twist it across. Good. We're going to take that foot down. Left hand this time to the middle, and we're doing left side to side plank. Breathing, reaching, maybe looking up towards your hand to challenge your balance a bit more. Push the earth away from that left hand. Don't let your shoulders sag. 2 more breaths here. Reach that top arm. And with control, back to plank. And we lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, push back. Relax into child's pose. rotate them a little bit. And they might feel tender if you're not used to putting so much of your body weight on your hands, but your strength will build up over time. When I first started yoga, I thought it was so bad for my wrists, but actually it just helped me strengthen them a lot. And even with my physio work now, because I work a lot with my hands, I find I don't have the wrist or finger pain I used to have. So actually weight bearing through the hands is really good for strengthening all your forearm muscles. So we're gonna come to our backs, and if you have a block, that's great. If you don't have a block, you could use like a light book or a small cushion, something similar in shape. All right, so first we'll just get ourselves organized here. Make sure your back is neutral, so you don't want to tuck your tailbone, you just want to have a natural curve in your spine as you lie with your feet there. And we're going to take the right leg and then the left leg up. So it's like you're sitting in a chair, but you've fallen backwards. We'll bring the arms up as well. Make sure your shoulder blades are glued to the ground. Take a breath. And then as you exhale, you're going to move opposite arm, opposite leg, but the rest of your body doesn't move. So there is a tendency to bicycle, but try not to move the opposite limbs. So we're going to exhale to lengthen the left and right foot away from you, left arm, right foot away from you. Good, and then we're going to do the opposite. Good, and as you do that, you should feel your core is engaged and working to support you, and it should not feel straining on the lower back. If it is, then you need to maybe modify, lift the limbs a little higher off the ground. Okay, we're going to do one more each side. Try not to hold your breath. Okay, and then you're going to continue doing that, or maybe you're going to try a little more difficult version here by lifting your shoulders off the ground, staring at your tummy, make sure that you're engaged, and we're going to do the same time. Legs away from each other, swing them back. Exhale, inhale, exhale, breathe in. Do about 3 or more. See how many we can get in here. Make sure the lower back isn't straining. It's all about your abdominals. I can really feel my lower abdominals working here. Heavy legs. Good, and let's just hug that in. Give your body a little squeeze. Hug yourself. Good, we're going to take that block. And let's start with the right side. So you're going to push your elbow into the block and thigh into the block. So you're pretty engaged on that right side. You're going to lift your shoulders off the ground. We're going to lengthen left limbs away and pull them in. This right side is pretty active too, so we're really trying to squeeze that block. So if someone came up and tried to hit your block away, they wouldn't be able to. Good, we're going to do 3 more. Keep squeezing, but breathing. Last one. Good, hold, and release down. Good, maybe rock side to side. You should really feel your tummy like a little ball of fire waking up there. Okay, left side's turn. Elbow in, engage, squeeze it hard. You don't want that block to be knocked off. And right side. Keep your inner core engaged too. Don't forget what we practiced in the beginning. 3 more. Keep squeezing that block. All right, I think I have time for one more core exercise I can show you. Little A is being pretty good over there. Okay, so we're gonna take your block or your pillow, whatever you've got, maybe a light book on the balls of your feet. Okay. And this might be a challenge if you have really tight hamstrings, so you might need to bend your knees even more. And then if you don't even want to use the block, that's okay, because this is pretty hard to balance. And if the block drops, it doesn't matter. Okay, but you could do it without a block. So I'm gonna put my hands down. I'm gonna engage my core. I'm gonna try to lift my bum off the ground, but then when I come back down, I have to roll it down nice and slow so that my block doesn't fly up. So we're gonna take a breath in, and as I exhale, I'm coming back down. So it's like you're pushing the sky with the block. So sometimes we tend to shoot back and then the block will fall by your head. You don't want that. You want to aim up towards the sky and back down. This is really challenging for the control and strength of your lower abdominals. Try not to tighten your neck too. I can feel myself squeezing my neck. You want to keep relatively relaxed and try to focus the muscle work at your core. Okay, we're going to do about 3 more. Perfect. And you can bring that down. Nice and slow, and just give your body a little love. And now we're just going to roll like a ball. Hello. Remember, rolling like a ball, we try to hover on the sits bones and then we hover on the shoulder blades. So we're using our core a little bit with control. And let's roll to a seated position. Shoulders rolling down your spine. Let's just take a moment to collect our breath. And then bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, let's twist left first. So your right hand finds your knee, opposite knee, and then your left hand's just a little kickstand here. And we're just twisting and just stretching the belly, stretching the obliques. And then we're going to reach this left arm up and arc it across the room and side stretch your body. Feels so good. Each breath, it's like you're lengthening, your rib cage is opening even more away from that hip bone. Good. Hands at center, inhale up, exhale, twist to the right, hand on the opposite knee, right hand to your kickstand. And we're just trying to look over that right shoulder. And then we're going to sweep that right arm across. Keep your right sit bone on the ground so you're not lifting. And if you really anchor that down and really lift, you can feel that opening on the right side of your body. And it feels lovely. Good, coming back. We're going to change the legs. And we'll just do a little bit of rotation this way. And go the opposite direction. You'll feel your hips a little bit too as you do this. Okay, then we're going to inhale, seated cow, exhale, seated cat. Inhale, and exhale. One more time. Good. Coming through center, we're going to do one more side stretch. Right hand anchors, left arm opening. Chest towards the sky if you can. Hello. Hello. Good, coming back through center, left side, right arm tilts. Opening the right side of your body. Good, coming back through center. Give your body one more little roll. And then just collect your hands at your heart. Shut down your eyes and find some length. So as you breathe in, it's like you're growing a little taller. You're creating more space between your vertebrae. And then as you exhale, soften the body but maintain the length. Inhale, growing taller. Exhale, softening but staying tall. Good. If you have time, lie on your mat and do your Shavasana, which is your last pose, which is just a nice way to end any yoga session, just to reconnect with your body and your breath. And I will see you next week. Namaste.